sliding to go into orbit, or if you're already in orbit and you're getting ready to do a deorbit burn. We did hear.
Hey yo, what is up, Godzilla and Kaiju fans and everybody? It is me, Godzilla, in my evolved form again, and welcome, Godzilla and Kaiju fans, to SpaceX Starship 13th Orbital Test Flight video on Godzilla King _ Next 54 to 23, Part 2. So, yeah, Godzilla and Kaiju fans and everybody, this is Part 2 of our SpaceX Starship 13th Orbital Test Flight live reaction. And yeah, Godzilla and Kaiju fans and everybody, we are now preparing for Starship 40's in-space Raptor engine relight demo, any second now. So here we go. Stand by for Raptor engine relight demo in about over 10 seconds from now. So here we go. Let's do this, everybody. Starship 40 in-space Raptor engine relight demo starting now. So there's the engine layout, and here we go.
We've only done about 3 seconds previous.
Get ready for in-space Raptor engine relight demo, the first relight demo of a Version 3 Raptor engine in space. Starship 40 in space Raptor version 3 engine relight demo start. Oh my Godzilla, look at that. That is incredible. Spectacular. And shutdown.
Wow.
That might have been the best Starship in space relight demo I've ever seen in my whole life, everybody.
Congrats to the team on this.
Wow.
I mean,
that was incredible.
See how we can maneuver in space.
So yeah, that was basically to simulate a deorbit burn.
Taking another quick break. We'll
so
be back
yeah.
in a couple of minutes.
Alright, so flaps are moving. So yeah, that was Starship 40's in-space Raptor engine relight demo that you just saw there, and that might have been the best one we've seen yet. Starship 40's flaps are moving. And yeah. There you have it. We're now currently on our side right now. Let's see if we'll start orienting for hot staging, for not hot staging, we already passed that, but for atmospheric entry here. So we're gonna start reorienting for atmospheric entry here. And here we go. It's time. It's time for the most extreme part of Starship Flight 13 here. Atmospheric entry, which is pretty much, let's start now in 7 minutes. So flaps are now already in atmospheric entry position, and we are getting ready for an extremely hot atmospheric entry. Since Starship 40 now has a full, complete thermal protection system with all heat shield tiles on, we're going to see it do a successful atmospheric entry with a full heat shield this time. So, yeah, Godzilla and Kaiju fans and everybody. So, in case you missed it, SpaceX Starship 13th Orbital Test Flight launched successfully, with Booster 20 and Starship 40 heading into space under the power of 33 Raptor version 3 engines, under 18 million pounds of thrust, and heading into space on 18 million pounds of thrust. They did a successful hot staging separation with Booster 20 shutting down all but 5 of its engines. Then Starship 40 with Booster 20 igniting shutting down all but 5 of its engines. Then Starship 40 igniting its engines, its 6 Raptor version 3 engines, the sea level engines, and the vacuum engines, and then separated from Booster 20. Booster 20 did a successful flip, and then Booster 20 did its boost back burn, which send it onto its offshore trajectory into the Gulf of America, and it did with all 33 engines. Then transition to 13 engines, and transition to 3 engines, and shut down its boost back burn. Then Booster 20 descended down into the Gulf of America, and then descended from supersonic speeds at a higher angle of attack, and yeah, Booster 20 ignited most of its 13 planned engines for the ocean landing burn, and then it seemed to transition to 6 engines in the end. Booster 20 had a much harder than expected ocean landing in the Gulf of America than what was planned, but overall, Booster 20 did a lot more success than what Booster 19 did on Flight 12. So yeah, Booster 20 is Booster 20 on Starship Flight 13 made a 95% success on Starship Flight 13. With Starship 40 making a whole lot of success as planned, as expected. It did it's a full duration ascent burn into space. It deployed its 20 real Starlink version 3 satellites into space. It became the first Starship spacecraft to ever do so. And yeah, now it's going through. Now it did its in-space Raptor engine relight demo with that single Raptor V3 engine ignited. And yeah, we're now descending, and we're now going through atmospheric entry right now. And if you saw there, those flashes of blue light, yeah, those are thunderstorms with the lightning right there. Yeah, I love the thunderstorms right there.
Starship is starting entry, good attitude entry.
Alright, Starship 40 is starting the atmospheric entry phase, and it's looking nominal on its trajectory. Alright. Oh, there's the camera view there's the engine bay camera looking at Starship 40's 3 Raptor sea level engines and 3 Raptor vacuum engines. All of them are Raptor V3s, by the way. Alright. So yeah, Starship 40 is now going through atmospheric entry right now. Right. So we're 100 kilometers above Earth and now descending, as planned. 100 kilometers above Earth.
Welcome back once again to Starship Flight 13, the second test flight of Starship version 3.
Yep, second test flight of Starship version 3. Overall, went extremely successful.
Currently re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. Now, we probably have some first-time viewers tuning in today, so let's talk about this phase.
Right, so re-entry, it's a critical phase of flight, and we need information on how the ship's systems perform.
You see a little bit of frost above
re-entry, you can see that
sea level engines right there.
Bottom left-hand corner of your screen.
That's there for
we have to
Starship there.
all of that speed down, so that way we can safely land.
So we're heading over Madagascar and heading into
the
Indian Ocean.
Down, and it's all the energy.
We're going to be landing somewhere off the coast of West Australia.
As possible, which is really the main reason why we do these flight tests, is to
Starship
see
40
how the ship performs
is getting
in space and evaluate
heated up
how
with
it works.
plasma
Starlink
entry
provides
heating.
us with one more path to collect data to help us rapidly iterate Starship's design.
Yeah, exactly. And if the ship manages to again make it all the way,
We're now in the orientation for we're now in the orientation for atmospheric entry, and we are looking nominal so far.
Or more than 5 times the speed of sound. Re-entry is typically a portion of flight where we don't have communications with spacecraft because it's re-entering at or around orbital velocity, which is roughly 8 kilometers per second or about 5 miles per second. So at those speeds, the spacecraft is moving through the atmosphere so fast that it creates a plasma field
this flat
around
camera.
the vehicle.
That blanket of plasma distorts communication frequencies, so it's not uncommon to experience brief blackouts in
Doing a little more tile experiments this time.
Starship is designed to land on Mars where there are no runways or other humans to help out, which is exactly why we're testing this landing procedure
Everything
that
looking
we're doing today.
incredible.
And we're doing these propulsive landings in
Those colors look
means like
absolutely
parachutes,
awesome.
because
Blue and magenta.
you heard that call out, flaps do have control of the vehicle. You can actually see one view.
Starship 40's
Your
flaps have full
screen
control.
moving around, that's actually a camera affixed to the flap. So as I was saying, we're testing these, doing these landings instead of more traditional means, so that way, propulsive landing, we can enable more rapid reusability.
Yeah. Now, we did just hear that call out. We should continue to hear some call outs as the ship makes its way back to Earth. Now, when we hear something called entry max heating, as well as entry max Q, that means that the ship has made it through the maximum heating and aerodynamic loads
entry heating and maximum aerodynamic entry pressure.
So, safe to say that if it makes it through those specific points, we're doing pretty well.
Everything looking good.
That's right. So we'll continue to hear multiple callouts as we go through this phase. One of those callouts will be that the ship is transonic. We'll also hear another one when it's subsonic.
Yep.
Transonic will be referring to the period of flight where velocities of airflow surrounding and flowing past the vehicle are concurrently below, at, and above the speed of sound. So somewhere in the range of Mach 0.8 to 1.2.
That's
For reference,
fast.
commercial jets
Speed,
have a range
baby.
of cruising speeds, but most fly at roughly Mach 0.74,
Wow.
0.85.
So yeah.
Just for reference, that's between
I hope you're all
480
enjoying the
miles per hour
colors
and
of
975
the atmospheric
miles per
entry
hour,
hitting on Starship 40's
770
heat shield
to
right there.
930 kilometers an hour.
So Starship 40 had a few tiles,
And
just a
another
few
call
tiles that
you'll
are
hear
painted
later
white.
on in the stream.
They're to simulate
Subsonic
missing
will refer
tiles,
to
and they were
speeds that
scanned
are
by
much
the
less than the
Starlink
speed of
version 3
sound.
satellites
So
that
at this
deployed,
point in flight, the
as
ship's
you
velocity
saw in
will be
part
slowing
1.
down drastically.
And
So with re-entry well underway, we'll
yeah.
take another break.
Let's
And
hope
return
now
just
this
before the
full
ship's
complete
landing
Starship heat
burn,
shield
for
with the
T+1
current
hour and 5 minutes.
with the current new upgrades since Starship version 3 began flying will hold up well with a full complete heat shield this time. Last time they had one tile removed. Now they have absolutely 0 heat shield tiles removed. So yeah, we now have a Starship with a full complete heat shield going through atmospheric entry. We are looking stable. Those blue and magenta colors are looking absolutely spectacular. And yeah, 70 kilometers above Earth. We're now over the Indian Ocean. And yeah, forward flap camera. Those colors of the heat forming on the heat shield looking spectacular. I love it. So we're over 15 minutes into Starship Flight 13. If you have not seen part 1 already, I recommend you go check out part 1. So yeah. I recommend you go check out part 1 before you watch part 2. And yeah. Get caught up on where we are at. Oh wow. These might be the best colors around Starship I've ever seen yet. The most spectacular and beautiful colors of atmospheric entry on the second version 3 Starship. Now in its final stages on its mission on the 13th test flight of the world's most powerful and largest rocket. Yeah. Our speed is now decreasing. Expect the speed to come down faster. So we're currently descending through atmospheric entry at hypersonic speeds. And shortly after our speed will, soon after this, the speed will decrease even more, and we'll go into supersonic speeds, and later become, our speed will go transonic, then subsonic, which will slow us down enough for the Raptor engine-powered ocean landing in the Indian Ocean. If you like what you're seeing, please do give this video a like and subscribe to Godzilla King _Nice video 4 to 23, as well as part 1 of this series of Starship Flight 13 on our YouTube channel. Please give the videos a like and subscribe to Godzilla King _Nice video 4 to 23 to get our YouTube channel to 100 subscribers on YouTube this year, and for more awesome YouTube videos like this one. Yeah. So once we're out of atmospheric entry, we will do potentially a flap load test, and And after that, we will do our return to launch site banking maneuver, which is basically when we bring Starship back to the launch site, we will do a very, very huge, significant shift in our trajectory by tilting Starship on one side or another to alter its trajectory to create a path that will put on a trajectory to an ocean landing, to a point where we'll simulate a mechazoic hatch. So this is very, very important. This is a very important maneuver we have to do to bring Starship back to the launch site for a return to launch site, for a return to launch site operations. You'll see this a lot more when Starship begins launching every single hour. The Starship, you'll be seeing this when Starship launches to and from Earth. You'll see this a whole lot when Starship launches every single hour. Starship will launch and then return back to the launch site, being caught by the same tower. And launch all over again. With no refurbishment. Alright, so we're still looking good. Speed decreasing a little bit faster. Flaps are having good control of Starship 40. Okay. And of course, this view is powered by Starlink. Alright, we're 54 minutes, 54 seconds into Starship Flight 13. We are looking nominal so far. Of course, these camera views are made possible by Starlink. The Starlink terminals on Starship 40 are allowing these incredible camera views that you're seeing here to show up here. Short and out in the Indian Ocean, we got a recovery team out there. All right, 20,000 kilometers in speed, decreasing rapidly. We got a recovery team out there with buoys with Starlink antennas mounted on them for great Starlink camera views. Okay, 1 second. Alright. Normal trajectory. Speed is coming down. Under 60 kilometers above Earth. Continuing to watch Starship go down, approaching an hour into Flight 13 with Starship. Okay. I think maybe later on, probably after the stream, the broadcast ends, we might see those incredible video imaging the Starlink version 3 satellites got. Right. Sorry about that. I'm just charging my iPad. Using my iPad to film my videos here. Alright. Still looking perfect. I'm starting to see the daylight. We are heading into morning time. We are transitioning from night to daytime. Since we launched in the afternoon, we're going to be landing in the morning time, where Australia is. And the Indian Ocean, of course. Speed is coming down even more. We're 54 kilometers above Earth. Wow. This is incredible.
Incredible view.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me straighten up my camera. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. Alright. Starship 40 appears to be going through the maximum entry heating region. We're now 50 kilometers above Earth. Descending even more. And slowing down in speed a lot more. Wow. Got more camera views. Approaching 1 hour into Starship Flight 13. Wow. Alright, I think we made it through the maximum heating region of maximum entry. And temperatures are starting to come down, it looks like. Because I no longer see the atmospheric entry heating. Starting to see a lot less now. Alright. Now approaching 1 hour into Starship Flight 13. I think it appears we have made it to the maximum entry heating region. When temperatures are coming down. We're now 1 hour.
Starship is leaving the peak heating phase of entry. External temperatures are coming down.
Yep. As predicted, we have made it through maximum heating region, and we're now 1 hour into SpaceX Starship 13th orbital test flight. Starship 40 now approximately 5 minutes away from ocean landing.
Starship is at maximum entry dynamic pressure.
We're now at maximum aerodynamic entry pressure and descending rapidly. 40 kilometers above Earth. And we're going to see them either do a flat load test or RTLS banking maneuver. We'll see here in a moment. We're now leaning. Now appears to be we're drifting on our side right now. I guess this could be the start of our extreme tests here. Of our extreme maneuvers here. Wow. Look at that forward flap camera. Okay. Starship landing is coming up. Okay. I don't think we're going to do a flap load test here. It looks like we're going through that. Or I think we're now starting the return to launch site baking maneuver, it looks like. Or wait. Low flap load test, or I think well, it appears to me Starship 40 is starting the return to launch site banking maneuver, the RTLS banking maneuver. So we're now supersonic drifting here. We're altering our trajectory to simulate returning to the launch site for a Mechazilla catch here. But this time we're doing it in the Indian Ocean.
Starship is executing the swoosh maneuver.
Yeah, the swoosh maneuver. That's the RTLS banking maneuver. The maneuver they do
Dynamic pressure is coming down.
to put Starship 40 on a simulated return to launch site trajectory. All right, here we go. We're descending rapidly.
Welcome back one last time to Starship Flight 13, the second flight of Starship
Speed is coming down.
3.
supersonic.
As you can see on your screen,
So Starship is
crisp
supersonic.
views from Starlink. The ship
Now
is
Starship is
currently
transonic.
re-entering the Earth's atmosphere over the Indian Ocean. And really for the last several minutes, we had some amazing Technicolor views. It really looked like it was made out of starlight.
All right.
We did hear
Now
on the
get
next
ready
just
for
moments ago
Starship
that
to
we
become
made it
subsonic.
through max heating and max dynamic pressure, meaning
We were
that
supersonic,
the vehicle
then we're transonic,
temperature
now
and
we're
speed
approaching
and
subsonic
pressure
speeds.
are all coming down, and we can see that in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen as that speed continues to decelerate. We're coming up to the ship
I was expecting to do
landing burn.
the flap load test,
One
but it
of
looks like
pretty much
they
everybody's
weren't
favorite
going to do
part
that.
of Starship test flight days.
Now you saw there
That's
the
gonna be
return to
coming up
launch site
here
bacon
in
maneuver,
just about
the
or
swoosh
a minute or
maneuver.
so.
Yeah, just about a minute away, we're gonna try and light all 3 Raptor sea level engines for this burn. We'll light 3.
I think we're now subsonic. We're now under 10 kilometers above
We'll eventually
Earth.
go down to 2 as we get close down to the water, down low to a final 1 engine before we hopefully execute a nice soft splashdown. We'll see if we've got our buoys and drones in range.
We
with
got
the
buoys and
recovery
drones
teams.
out
They're
there.
gonna be standing by
Starlink
to try and
buoys
get
and a
some
couple of
additional
drones
views
out
of
there.
Starship's heat shield, which from
Preparing to
our
record
initial
Starship
looks,
40's ocean landing.
it did
And it
pretty
looks like
well.
we're now
We'll
making our
find
turn
out
for
the
final
outcome.
approach
We
to
just
landing
need dig
site.
through all the visual data as we get
That
it.
final aggressive turn
We didn't
to
do
prepare
any
for our
real
simulated
stress tests or
Mechazilla catch in
anything
the
on
Gulf
this
of America.
flight. We did
We're at
do
our simulated
our-
Mechazilla catch in
our
the Indian
landing
Ocean.
marsh
Yeah.
flight
We're in the
controller
Indian Ocean
call out.
now,
We're doing
right
the
above
swoosh
it.
maneuver. This is kind of the final maneuver.
We have made our
that we
turn
planned to
for
have
final approach
Starship
to
returning
landing
to,
site. We're prepared for us to simulate a Mechazilla catch in the Indian Ocean with Starship 40 with 3 Raptor sea level engines igniting for the ocean landing. Get ready to see them just transition to 2 then 3. Alright, here we go. Prepare to say your goodbyes to Starship 40 and get ready for the ocean landing burn. We're now 1 kilometer above Earth. Starship 40 ocean landing burn startup. All 3 engines have ignited. All 3 Raptor version 3 engines have ignited. Successful flip. We transition to 2 engines and transition to 1 engine. And Starship 40 ocean landing confirmed, and that's Starship Flight 13, and
And we're in the water.
we're in the ocean, and no explosion. No explosion.
It's a soft splashdown in the water.
Oh, there's a fire. Starship 40 just burst into flames.
That is a first.
That is a first.
That is the softest splashdown we have ever had. with
That is the
Starship
most.
there in
That's
Indian Ocean.
that's the most soft splashdown of Starship we've ever seen yet.
Day for our recovery team. I mean, that
Starship 40 did not explode, and it's just floating in the ocean. Uh-oh. It might explode. It might probably explode. Either a little bit of methane in the tanks might cause it to explode.
Everyone's super excited. We never really get to see Starship floating so serenely in the Indian Ocean.
That looks
so
cool.
we're certainly enjoying these extended views. Like I said, we're really pumped about this.
Well, that's the first.
We're checking with
That's the first. Starship 40 made the most soft Starship ocean landing we've ever seen
So
yet.
excited about another successful Starship test flight and those gorgeous
Well,
Starlink
that was
photos.
awesome.
And we can also confirm that we managed to make contact.
Starship
with all
40 is
20 of
intact.
those V3
It
sets.
didn't
So
explode.
it's a massive day for us.
Oh, and
So
there it is.
Congratulations to everyone at the team at Starlink.
It's still floating.
For Starlink, everyone
Its
here
heat
at
shield is
Raptor
intact.
who contributed to the Starship program.
I don't see any burn throughs.
Progress again towards
So
making
that's
this
basically
flight
what
in the
a
future. So
flight-proven
thank you,
Starship
everyone.
version 3 spacecraft looks like.
Hawthorne, and back to you guys at Starbase.
With a full complete heat
Thanks so
shield,
much, Tyler.
no burn
Now,
through,
for anyone who
and
perhaps
no
missed
anomalies.
the action, I suggest that you rewind the clock. Wow.
Look, you can see the tiles. All tiles are intact.
Heat shield tiles. You can really see how the atmospheric
Catch pins are intact.
the
All heat shield tiles are
on
intact.
the edge of the vehicle. I don't think we've seen quite
Wow.
that close before.
never. And
So that's basically what a flight-proven Starship spacecraft looks like.
Bobbing in the water that is insane data for our team. It's unbelievable that we were able to keep that ship afloat. Now, we promise maximum excitement and Starship.
Oh yeah,
we
flaps are intact. Flaps are intact.
To all of our teammates at SpaceX
Well,
and to everyone
flaps are
who
intact.
supported the Starship
That's cool.
program.
Oh,
And thank you to all
oh
our
yeah.
future customers.
I think that was a
for
camera
their support.
on Starship 40 looking underwater.
Yeah, as you can tell, the crowd
Well,
really enjoyed that
Starship
being
40
on camera
lives.
For a moment. We'd also like to thank the fine
Look, there it
people
is.
of Cameron
It's
County,
just
as well
floating
as
there in the
Coast
ocean.
Guard, the Federal Aviation Administration.
I don't know about you, but they might recover this.
The amazing views do not end, so be sure to follow SpaceX on X for updates and more of these exciting shots that we didn't get to
That
see
might have been
on
the best
today's
Starship landing I've
broadcast.
ever seen.
And to get an inside, real-time look into the teams bringing this incredible rocket to life, check out the latest episode of our documentary series, Starship.
They might put up as a display piece. They're gonna put it in the rocket garden like Booster 12, the first booster to ever do like a booster catch.
Yeah, I'm losing my mind right now. We are still getting views from on board the ship with it.
That's
in the
crazy.
water. Like, we had tried.
I was
in the
ex-
past
I was
to
expecting
do
an
this
explosion,
as
but
softly as possible.
Starship 40 is intact.
Rolls. This is the first time
It's
we've
not
put
sinking,
a
it's
intact
buoyant,
Starship
it's buoyant.
in the water. This is a dream scenario.
It just caught on fire for a
the
moment,
team
and then
trying
the
to get
flames
this
went out,
ship.
and now
Normally you're
Starship 40 is
working
just
with
floating
a
there.
Slightly charged Starship in the water. And
Wow.
now we have one.
This might have been the best Starship landing I've ever seen yet. Look at that, onboard camera view looking at the engines.
Starship. It is sending these via Starlink
What?
on the other side of the world. While
The
it
Raptor
is
V3 is
floating
getting
in the
splashed by a little
water
bit of water.
After flying through space, like this is just completely surreal.
The heat
right
shield
now.
is intact.
This is just amount of data
No
that
missing
we're gonna
tiles,
get
no
back.
anything. A
This is
complete
gonna be
full
so
heat shield.
critical
Flight proven
for
heat shield.
refining the heat
This
shield
might be the
and
first
everything
ever
else, and
flight proven Starship
the really good
spacecraft
news is
to
all of these views
potentially
that
be
we're seeing,
recovered.
We're looking at a pretty intact looking heat shield, which, as a reminder, we were flying at a significantly higher
Wow.
dynamic pressure, so putting way more
Oh.
stress on this vehicle on the way.
Is that a little
up.
bit of chips I
And it's
see?
sitting
Oh,
there in the
I think I
water,
see a
and,
couple.
I mean,
I think I
look
see
at
a
it.
couple missing chips from the heat shield.
I'm a little bit over the moon on this. I know
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of our team.
Yeah, you can
is
see that.
just
Here's the heat shield.
fascinated
see
with the control room
a couple
behind
of
me.
chips
I mean,
missing from the
everybody
heat
is
shield
psyched.
from
Everyone's
what it looks
gathered
like.
on their computers looking at these close-ups.
Oh
that
wow,
we're getting
that's
of
what
these
flight
heat
proven
shield
Starship
tiles.
looks like.
18,000 of them. I mean, you can probably count the ones that are missing right now on one hand. Like, this is just absolutely incredible.
Oh yeah,
And
there
the
it is.
fact that, like,
Starship
the
40
cameras up
in
with
the
ship
ocean.
still sending back video is just a little bit surreal.
Starship
So,
40 survived.
wow. Lucky number 13.
Starship Flight 13 is Lucky 13. Congrats, Starship Flight 13. Give a round of applause for Starship Flight 13, everybody.
That was awesome.
That
Ship 40 made it.
was the most successful Starship test flight I've ever seen. Yeah, the most successful Starship version 3 test flight I've ever seen yet.
Stay tuned. We've got some really cool
I would
stuff
say
to
that
see
is
on
100% full
so
success for Starship
keep
40 and
following
Booster
us
20.
on X at SpaceX. Whole bunch
I
more
think
cool interviews
Booster 20 is
on the
hard
flight
ocean
that's gonna be
landing,
coming out
harder
soon.
than expected ocean landing. Might
Yeah, let's
might
just
count as a
focus on that.
100%
I mean,
full
look at the
success.
Starship in the Indian
But
Ocean.
yeah.
It's fantastic. We'll see you all
Oh.
back here for the next flight test of
Starship Flight 14
3.
launching soon, hopefully this August or maybe early September. And that is going to wrap up SpaceX Starship 13th orbital test flight, everybody. That was the best, if not the greatest Starship test flight I've ever seen in my whole life. Lucky 13 Starship test flight, 100% full success. I give that a 100 out of 10. Best Starship test flight ever. Well, how was that, y'all? I bet it was absolutely incredible. Well, Starship Flight 13, a full complete success. Lucky 13 Starship. And I guess that is going to conclude SpaceX Starship 13th orbital test flight's reaction. That's going to conclude the reaction series on Starship 13th orbital test flight on our YouTube channel. Godzilla and Kaiju fans, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and give you the outro, and then we're going to end the video off here. Wow. Well, there you have it. Starship Flight 13. We have a flight-proven Starship spacecraft a flight-proven Starship V3 spacecraft out in the ocean that did not explode. Starship 40 might actually become a history piece of SpaceX Starship history. But yeah, there you have it, Starship Flight 13, everybody. So, yeah, Godzilla and Kaiju fans and everybody, that is going to be the end of SpaceX Starship 13th Orbital Test Flight on Godzilla King _954 to 23, the reaction series of Starship Flight 13 on our YouTube channel. After this, after our reaction videos, possibly tomorrow, we might do our full SpaceX Starship 13th Orbital Test Flight live event video on Godzilla King _954 to 23. And yeah, Godzilla and Kaiju fans and everybody, it is going to be absolutely awesome. Wow. We were all hoping and praying for a lucky 13 Starship test flight. And yeah, Starship 40 and Booster 20 succeeded. So congrats to Starship 40 and Super Heavy Booster 20 for the luckiest Starship test flight and the best Starship test flight of all time as of right now. So yeah, Godzilla and Kaiju fans and everybody, that's going to be the end of SpaceX Starship 13th Orbital Test Flight live reaction videos on Godzilla King _954 to 23. Next up will be our SpaceX Starship 13th Orbital Test Flight live event video on Godzilla King _954 to 23, potentially coming soon tomorrow on July 25th, 2026, or maybe July 26th, or later on. We'll see when we have the chance to do it. So, yeah, Godzilla and Kaiju fans and everybody, that's going to be the end of SpaceX Starship 13th Orbital Test Flight on Godzilla King _954 to 23. A huge successful Starship test flight. A lot of new stuff that we saw. And, yeah, I gotta say, this was the most successful Starship version 3 test flight in the Starship program yet. So, yeah, Godzilla and Kaiju fans and everybody, that's going to be the end of our reaction videos on SpaceX Starship 13th Orbital Test Flight. Next up will be the full SpaceX Starship 13th Orbital Test Flight live event video on Godzilla King _954 to 23, coming tomorrow on July 25th or July 26th, or later on, we'll see when. And yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you all in our full SpaceX Starship Flight 13 live event video tomorrow. So yeah, bye-bye now, Godzilla and Kaiju fans and everybody. See you all in our full SpaceX Starship 13th Orbital Test Flight live event video on our YouTube channel. Bye-bye now. Wow, Godzilla and Kaiju fans and everybody. I am completely impressed with the results of Starship Flight 13. I really hope all of you enjoyed Starship Flight 13. If you did, please make sure you watch part 1. Yeah, please make sure you watch part 1 of Starship Flight 13 on our YouTube channel. And make sure you give all the videos a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more awesome videos like this, and for more YouTube videos like this, and to get our YouTube channel to 100 subscribers on YouTube potentially this year in 2026, because 2026 has been an absolutely incredible year so far. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. We'll see you all in our full SpaceX Starship Flight 13 live event video on our YouTube channel, possibly tomorrow, and will definitely be tomorrow if I have enough time to do it. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys, the Land Kaiju fans, enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the full Starship Flight 13 live event video tomorrow on July 25th. Bye bye now, guys, the Land Kaiju fans and everybody. See you all next time.